beautiful Capricorn, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your singles love reading for mid-September right through to mid-October 2022. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I will never ask for personal details. And I will also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks you for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Capricorn, this is your singles love reading for those of you who are currently looking for love. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I connect to an outcome. But just to let you know, there are currently 6 planets in retrograde, which does tend to mean that it's going to be a little bit slower in moving forward when trying to find love. Now, of course, we have a clash between Venus, the planet of love, and erratic Uranus. So it does mean that there can be some shocking surprises when it comes to love. So it's not completely unheard of during this period. But let us see what is happening for you, okay? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Capricorn? Now, this period, we do have that full moon energy from Pisces. We've already gone through that. And there is Uranus in the mix as well. So thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? Oof, okay. Now, this is a singles love reading. I am going to try, I'm going to get some more cards here because I can clearly see that there is some unfinished business with somebody. Now, we do have Mercury in retrograde, which tends to bring people back from the past. So we've got, the first card you got there was Spark. Okay, so there's already a spark between you and somebody, but it's got differences in the resistance position. And we've got forgiveness and we've got memories. So this can mean that there's someone from your past about to reach out towards you, my beautiful Capricorn, for forgiveness, and maybe will trigger some memories, etc., etc. But this is a singles love reading, so I'm going to get some more cards, okay? So I'm not going to abandon that energy that's coming through, but at the same time I have to honor it because it's popped out there. Okay, thanks so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Now, I should have known because when I was doing your meditation, I like to do a meditation before everybody's reading, and 2 songs came up in the reading, okay? And, sorry, in the meditation. None of them have come up just now, so I won't really mention them unless they come up again. I don't mention anything that comes up in the meditations unless they show up when I'm scrying, okay? Interesting. All I'll say on the songs are that one favors new love and the other one actually favors some sort of reconciliation. And they were playing at the same time, and I was like, what? I was trying to, you know, work out what the energy was. It's almost like the left ear was hearing one music and the right ear was hearing another, and they were merging. But anyway, I'll save it for if the songs come up. If they do not, then I'll mention them both at the end, okay? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Capricorn? What do they need to know regarding singles? We got the Judgment card. Look at this. Singles love relationships. Can you please guide me for their highest good? What are they meant to see? Okay, so the Death card is in the resistance position. So this really means, should I stay or should I go? Should I look at a new relationship, or should I try and reconcile with somebody? We've got the Fool card here, and I'm going to go one more. We've got the Moon. Okay, so let's get your final cards. See, I don't like to abandon the energy that comes out. There's clearly 2 storylines that want to come out here, so I'm actually going to give them both. We got the Devil card. Now that is you, Capricorn, but you could be connecting to another Capricorn, so it doesn't always mean that the Devil card is something negative. Also, we got the Judgment card there, which is Aries, Scorpio. We've got strong Scorpio here as well with the Death card. We've got Leo, we've got Aries. Ooh, it's really interesting. Now, let me just go and 10 of Pentacles. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? We've got the 6 of Cups. There's definitely a memories from the past situation going on here. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Now, Mercury retrograde can do that for all of us. It can make us sort of, oh, look, we've got a choice. We got 2 kings and an empress. So male or female, not a gender specific reading, it's about the energy, but when 3 people show up in the mix here at the end, it tends to mean that there is a choice for you, my beautiful Capricorn. Anyway, let's get started on the energy. As I was saying, retrogrades tend to make us all feel a little bit nostalgic. And sometimes we can look back at the past in order to make our present stronger, okay? So we look at the past in order to learn lessons and take strength and lessons with us, but leave the past firmly behind. Now, it could also be that you're remembering past situations in order to realize what you don't want anymore. Now, also, you may not want to revisit the past. It can be that there is an energy that you are trying to process and release. And some of you are actually going to want to connect to the past. So I have to give you all of the energy in this reading. Let's start at the very beginning. We've got the spark, okay? You're looking for chemistry with a person. We've also got healing here. So either you've recently separated from somebody or you're mending from something that was a difficult experience, but there was a spark of passion here, okay? I do feel like you found it difficult to find a spark with somebody else if you've come out of a previous relationship. That does not mean that you want to be in that previous relationship, but we do have the Judgment card. So that means you're weighing up options here. The Judgment card indicates a fork in the road. It literally means in order to move forward towards a new life, we must purge all that has gone before. So reaching for new, we come to a self-evaluation period and we look at what is meant to stay with us on the next part of our journey and what is meant to be left behind. Because we got the spark there, this is your protagonist energy. So I feel like you are trying to meet somebody who gives you that crazy passion, that, that chemistry, that, something's fizzled out here. I mean, we've got 2 matches that have fizzled out. So either you are trying to relight a passion with somebody that you've separated from, or you're trying to find a spark that is similar, kindred spirit kind of energy. So I'm going to read, this is going to be a very complex reading. So let's start with the reconciliation part and then fast forward. What shall I do? I mean, I'll do a little timestamp, okay? Where it's like the first part is for those who want to reconcile because the Judgment card has come first and the healing. So this could be healing something with somebody else. And then I'll do a timestamp. I don't know if you heard that little knock there on the wall. I hope the camera caught it. So there's no one here with me. It's just me. But there was just a knock there. My guides are sort of approving that I'm going to read both and give you a timestamp. Okay, so timestamp for the second part is for those who do not want anything to do with the past and they want to take that leap of faith with a Fool card and just start a new adventure. Okay, so for those who want to reconcile, this will be your pile. Let's go for it, okay? So you're healing. And we've got the Judgment card, which indicates you are trying to mend something that has been very, very taxing on your heart. It's caused a lot of sadness. You may feel that this relationship with this person is very in and out, okay? A lot of chemistry there, magnetic. You may even feel like there's some sort of blockage, and it may be a toxic pattern that you and this person got into, okay? You feel a bit stuck in a rut. You don't know how to change things. Now, the Devil card is not an evil card. Even if you look it up online, it is not an evil card. It represents in the Tarot, in the major arcanas, it represents a brick wall, something that we feel helpless to change in our circumstances. Okay, something where we feel, could be forbidden. So you may feel like For example, you may feel like your family does not like this person because of the way things have gone, or friends are not, they feel like you deserve better, but there's something calling you. You're tempted to reconnect to this person, okay? Because the Devil card can represent temptation, and the Judgment card is like weighing up options. Should I stay? Should I go? The Judgment card actually represents reconciliation, someone wanting a second chance. So whether you're dealing with a Capricorn or someone who's got strong earth in their chart, could be another Capricorn, Virgo, could be a Taurus, could also be Sagittarian energy and a little bit of water, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, could also be Gemini, Aquarius energy. I've got that coming through as well, but it doesn't have to be. It can be like major sun, moon, or rising in other areas of the chart, but they may have placements in the areas I've mentioned, okay? So right now you're in a period of healing. Now they just give me the first song. One moment, please. Let me just connect to that. Okay. Sorry is all that you can say. It's really muffled here, but you could say baby. Baby, can I hold you tonight? You know, I feel like, and I'm probably wrong, because I keep getting this energy, and in the meditation there was like a promise ring or something. So I feel like perhaps the song was called Promise, but I'm not sure. I'm not 100%. It's definitely Tracy Chapman, definitely 100%. That voice is like no other. It is haunting. It is raw. It is like, I mean, goosebumps. As soon as I hear it, I mean, I can't. I'm sure you all know the work of Tracy Chapman, and if you don't, absolutely check it out. So that song, I mean, it could be called Sorry, but I'm also getting this really weird juxtaposition of a promise ring or promise. So it's like, promise, you be mine. So anyway, that song is coming out, but it's really muffled. It's almost like it's becoming distant. So maybe this is something that perhaps you longed for or wanted, but you're not so sure anymore. It's almost like it's becoming out of reach. Okay, so this is your protagonist energy, but you're looking for security. The thing is, this, whatever this is, this spark with somebody, it's number 12, which is Hangman energy. You've been waiting for this for a long time, but there's something in the way. It's tempting. The Judgment card is like, can we revive this? Can we reconcile? Can we, you know, absolve all the problems and renew the energy in the relationship? Can we rebirth this? So I feel like this is like, it's almost like a point of epiphany where you're like, okay, it's make or break. We either reconcile or we get closure. But I feel more there's a desire for a restart because it's so tempting with the Devil card. I'm going to pull a quick card on this. The Devil card indicates that there's been problems in this connection, and it's caused a lot of drama, a lot of restraint, but there's still something tempting, still something that draws you back, okay? So I also feel like you've been hurt before, but the last time this person hurt you, it was like a really big wound, because they're really pointing at the larger wound here in this heart. Now I'm going to pull a card. As I said, the Devil card can also just represent Capricorn. Capricorn, you, my beautiful Capricorns, wanting to reconcile with this person or to try and restart something you're tempted to. Now that could be the Mercury influence being in retrograde, okay? So watch out for that. We can all feel a little bit like nostalgic during this time. Doesn't mean you want really someone back, or you don't want to really revisit a space, but it can bring that sort of nostalgia, especially since you got a 6 of Cups here. I mean, literally, these two are like juxtaposition. Should I return and reconcile with somebody, or should I be curious about somebody new? So there's again this energy, okay? The Devil card, I'm going to pull a quick card on that because it could literally mean that you're dealing with another Capricorn. Could also mean that perhaps there's some sort of toxic substance abuse or some sort of pattern. Could be insecurities, trust issues, codependency. Could also be you feel like there's a bond between you and this person that is like no other, and it's hard to emulate. But there's parts of it that you really definitely do not want to emulate, and other parts that you really miss. Okay, so let me just clarify that. Thank you so much. Can you? Queen of Wands, very attractive, alluring, a lot of passion, a lot of chemistry between you and this person. You find them magnetic. There's also a very powerful connection between you and this person that perhaps you're trying to heal. We got the Nine of Swords. It's in the reverse. Okay, Nine of Swords in the reverse tends to mean that you're recovering from this. Okay, and that there may be moments you're thinking about it, but there was a lot of torment, a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of anxiety, a lot of drama in this connection. And whilst I feel like you are healing, because the Nine of Swords in the reverse tends to mean that you're healing from this, the Devil card, look, it's so tempting. They keep giving it. Okay, so there's something magnetic. There's a bond here. As you can see with that particular card, there's a chain between those two people. Okay, so it's almost like at one stage, this person was everything you ever wanted. And then either, because we've got, it's almost like grapes. They're showing me grapes in the water right now. Either there's some sort of, alcohol going on, or really interesting. They're giving me this energy of Bacchus. Good times, party. How can I put that? So arguments may sort of arise during alcohol, too much consumption, things like that. So that's what's just showing up. That may not be for everybody, but there's just a lot of, it's so tempting. Okay, whatever this is. Can you show me a little bit more? Hangman, waiting. Number 12, again. So they're giving the same energy again. So this is something that perhaps you're waiting to see if this person has released a blockage. Could be that this person kept you waiting and you're trying to see things from a different perspective. It is not like a Capricorn to want to stay in stagnant energy. So it can also mean that this person is, to have these two cards next to each other, it can mean, between the sheets is very intense. And there's nothing like it. And you're trying to find a spark between you and another person that emulates that. It may not be that you want that person from the past. It may be that no one sparks your fire like that person. So it's kind of like put a damp squib on anything that you look for going forward. Okay. Because I'm picking up this energy and they're showing me. So in the past, I know why they're showing me. They're showing me that, many years ago, I had this connection with a person and we were together for a long time, and it was intense. It was magnetic. It was on fire. It was love. It was all of the things. Okay. And, honestly, it was just the most crazy time in love, but almost, when it went south, when it went bad, when it went negative, when it just started to fall apart, it was very crazy, intense arguing, all of those things. That's what happens when you love a person and things start to fall apart. But going forward after that, the search for someone after that in terms of a relationship, it was pretty darn hard, okay? Because when you have something that is full on a 10 or 100 mile an hour kind of connection with a person, and then you go out into the world after that, you're like, there's nothing. Nothing even compares to what I had with that person. So you may not want that person from the past, really and truly, because of all the things that have been intense. You're healing from this. You're starting to build your confidence in this. But at the same time, you're like, miss that passion, miss that spark. It's hard to find someone who makes you feel alive in that way. So I hope that kind of taps into the energy that I'm feeling from your reading, okay? Because deep down, whilst there's lots of passion and there's lots of temptation, you actually want to settle down with someone. You want to find a companion with someone. So as much as something is very alluring, with the Judgment card there right now, you're unsure, because the Judgment card is about weighing up your options, judging the situation, wondering, do I really want to go back to that level of intensity where it still doesn't quite hit the mark at the same time? It doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't go beyond a pattern that is being emulated over and over and over again. but at the same time, it's so magnetic, it's so alluring. Will there be anyone else out there that hits my buttons in the right way, in the same way, okay? Whilst at the same time wanting to settle down. So I get what you're kind of like connecting to here. The Ten of Pentacles is about long-term relationship. It's also about leaving a legacy, you know, wanting to meet someone who is your companion to old age, who is invested in a relationship from the very, very beginning. And if that person from the past or the person you separated from is not looking for stability, then you need to readdress what it is about that connection that really sort of hits the mark and what it misses. And if you feel like the Devil card cannot be fully overcome, because it is an obstacle basically, if it cannot be overcome, then you need to, readdress the situation, okay? I feel like you and this person, you can actually heal this connection. Because we have the Death card here, which symbolizes both of you feel a little bit stuck in a rut right now, and it's stagnant, it's not moving forward. I do feel like this person is a bit obsessed with you, my beautiful Capricorn. I do feel that, but there is so much going on. There is a potential for love, because we've got number 24 there. When you reduce it, 2 + 4 is 6, the number of the Lovers card, okay? And it's also, there's differences. There's either a lot of arguing, or basically there's this, something just isn't gelling 100%. Now, you may feel also that this person understands you in a way that no other person does on some level, but in other areas, I feel like this person is either a little bit younger than you, or is a little bit, how can I put this, impulsive, is sometimes very careless in their energy, they live life in excess, okay? It's like 100 miles a minute, and then it's like dropped, it's nothing, or that person sort of checks out. So I'm just getting this in and out kind of energy. So this can be that you and this person are somehow stuck in the confines of your own personal story and not moving beyond. Like, for example, if you always argue about the same thing and you go round and round in circles, it's being stuck in your own story. So if, for example, your person is jealous, okay, because sometimes when we get the Ten of Pentacles there, and we get the King of Pentacles in a situation like this, it can mean that this person sees you as someone that if someone looks at you, they can be a bit jealous, for example, or if you just happen to glance in a certain direction, they can get a little bit like possessive, okay? And if every time you sort of look left or right to cross the street, for example, and your person is like, you are looking at that person, you're like, no, I'm looking at the street so I can make sure I don't get run over by a car. And if you're having the same argument because they're always accusing you of looking or whatever, then that's you being stuck in a same cycle. It's always the same argument, or it always combusts into some sort of drama, okay? So I don't know why I'm getting this, but it's just coming up for a reason. I just feel like it's the same old pattern with this person, okay? And it's led to things fizzling out. But we do have true love here. So I feel like you have questioned, is this true love? Is this not true love? I mean, it starts in the resistance position at first, which is, and it's like, we've got so much in common, but yet it just never goes anywhere. Is it really true love? By the end of the 4 to 5 weeks that this reading is for, it's like things are starting to fizzle out a little bit, but deep down you know it's true love. Or it can be that the passion, you know when people have that passionate kind of like response to things, they're very defensive. I feel like once you and this person sort of drop your defenses and things calm down, then you can discover that actually both of you love each other very dearly, okay? There's a soul song between you and this person that calls out to each other. We do have the Death card. Something definitely needs to change in this connection. Again, it's in the resistance position. We got the Death card in reverse, which indicates it's stagnant, okay? There's a resistance to change in this situation. I'm just gonna let that siren go past. I do apologize. If it's a bit, sometimes it's a bit loud on the camera. Sometimes people can't hear it at all, so it depends. The Death card symbolizes a change in this relationship. Okay, now this is a reminder that In order to do something, to get a different outcome, we must change our responses or change an old way of thinking. And the Death card basically represents breaking old habits, releasing a cycle which is hindering you and this person, and make room for much better energy. And I feel like you and this person can evolve into something that is, you know, more refreshing, more passionate in a good way, and loving. The Page of Wands is a very interesting one to get because it's like, it's in the reverse to start with. So old patterns can get a little bit boring, but also when we are with a person and we know their quirks and we know their usual routine and we're the same, sometimes, you know, we get a little bit stuck in a rut, and it breeds a little bit of a little bit boredom. We take each other for granted. We don't mean to, but you know, it's kind of like the same old, same old. Wake up, morning, darling, going to work, bye, see you later. We got to pay that bill. We got to do this. You know, sometimes life gets a little bit, you know, in a routine, and we start to get into a repetitive cycle. We start to get a little bit touchy at each other. We get a little bit, you know, feisty at each other, and we take it out on the other person because they're the person that's there. We feel like we can vent. So I feel with this card, this is about remember or be curious about each other again. Remember why you fell in love with each other. Remember the passion, the good stuff, okay? This is a card of sort of being free to venture forward out of a comfort zone, and also to sort of like realize that both of you, what you have to say and what you feel is valuable, is valid. And there's this energy here of injecting a little bit more passion or a little bit more learning in the connection. You know, we've got that curiosity there. So it's almost like get curious about each other again, okay? So it can be a little bit difficult, but I feel like you and this person, you can step out of a comfort zone and you can be a little bit more bold and sort of just go, you know what, this is what's wrong from my side. And that your person can also open up and say, well, this is how I'm feeling. Because this is a card, when you research this card can also be like a loyal mate, the start of something really loyal, that you're really good friends deep down. And there is commitment there, there's fidelity there. But it's like this connection has lost its way a little bit. And we got the Six of Cups, which is remember the good times. Remember why you fell in love. But it's so interesting. The Six of Cups always comes with a little bit of a warning. And that warning is, don't look at the past with rose-tinted glasses, okay? Look at it in its true form. You know, see the times that were bad. See the times that were ugly and say, okay, how do we compromise, or how do we find a way to overcome that? How can we be honest with ourselves and really unpick the relationship and say, do we want to make this work? And if not, then we need to be adult enough to say, we've got to walk away, okay? So the Six of Cups, I feel deep down, you and this person, you're still really curious about each other. You still think about each other a lot. And I feel like there is a potential here because we got two major cards here that represent, I don't know if you can see the candle going crazy right now. There is reconciliation here, okay? You and this person are going to talk again. You're going to receive a message from this person. They're going to talk about a memory between you and them, okay? Okay, they're giving me a song that was not in the meditation. Well, Saturday night at the movies. Who cares what picture we see? Okay, that's a very old song, okay? Very old song. Now these songs, when they come up, they may have no relevance to you in the moment, but they may play after the reading, or you may hear them in the next 4 to 5 weeks. Then suddenly your person reaches out and messages you. So please take it as it resonates. I would always make a note of the songs. You could listen, and then all of a sudden you could hear that song as you're walking down the street and a car drives past and you hear the song. It's like, you know, so keep your ears peeled. Especially since you got true love and you got the melody around the heart. So I feel like these songs are important to remember, okay? So I feel like there's potential for you and this person to reconcile. And Mercury retrograde tends to bring that pressure on people from the past to come back, okay? They feel compelled to return. We've also got forgiveness and memories. So this person, oh, I just realized that song was Saturday night at the movies or something, and we've got it looks like old film, So either your person is into, I mean, maybe you and this person talk about a film you used to watch or you went to see, or maybe it was your first date, or perhaps you or your person work in film, or in some way connected to cameras, because that's like old style negatives from a camera, right? If I remember rightly. Anyway, so we'll leave that there. But it's really interesting because look, if you can see just on the edges, we've got two little spider's webs, the form of a spider's web. So it's almost like the memories of the thing that maybe are binding you together. Maybe some of you got children, it doesn't have to be, but there's something connecting you and this person. As you can see, we've got two spider's web either side here as well. So that's an interesting connection my guides have just pointed me towards. I would say also that perhaps it's an indication that you and this person have strong Capricorn placements. So perhaps your person's a Capricorn or has strong placements as well. But there's all stars in those negatives, which indicates healing. Okay, and being able to really see each other. We've also got the card of forgiveness. This is the outcome position, just so you're aware. So you and this person, you can forgive each other, or you can forgive the situation and come together and reunite. Now, we do have trust and security. So trust issues, definitely something here in the relationship, especially since we've got the Death card here, and we've got the Ten of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. Trust may have been an issue in this connection, but I feel both of you can come back into a secure relationship, but there must be trust. Both of you must work hard on reciprocity and know that you both want this. They're also indicating the feather is important. So I feel like you're going to see a feather float down in front of you. It's not going to be on the ground. It's going to float down in front of you. Okay. So watch out whether you're walking on the sidewalk, you know, coming out of the store, coming out of work, coming out of the gym, wherever you're coming out of, watch out for a feather. They're not showing me what color it is. They're giving me that it can be multicolored, because as it's falling in the water right now, I can see it being gray, I can see it being white, I can see it being like black and white. So they're just actually changing the colors. I mean, so I can't imagine, not unless you're seeing many different feathers with different colors coming down. But the way they're showing me in the water right now is that it is one feather, and as it floats down, for me, it's changing all different kind of colors. Okay, so yeah, but a secure heart. You can mend this relationship if you want to, but it requires a leap of faith during uncertain moments. It's a reminder that both of you have to be curious. The Fool card is a card of curiosity, but it's also a card of restart. And it's also about taking the journey, okay? Surrendering to the journey of love. And when you feel uncertain, it's to remember that have faith, anything is possible. The universe has your back, because the Moon card is all about uncertainty and fear. It's like push through the fear. You and this person can be together. Also, there's two wolves here. Normally in the Moon card, there's a wolf and a dog, and that represents the fight between independence and domesticity, settling down. But there's two wolves here, which represent pathfinders. So you and this person, you can find a way throughout the fears or the insecurities. You must trust your intuition and know that this is a secure relationship, and that you have to build this on trust. If the trust is gone, that is a different matter, because once the trust is truly broken, it is going to be very, very hard to reconcile that. And there's going to be pop-up moments, flash moments, trigger moments where we suddenly feel insecure about our position in a relationship. So it can work. You know, we're all adults. We can make a decision to try and move past situations, but know that it's going to be hard work. They just want you to be aware of that, okay? We do have the Strength card, which is about courage, and the Five of Swords, to leave the pain and sadness in the past and take the lesson with you. Oh, sorry, that's the Five of Swords there. So this is about mending, as you can see, mending the heart and blossoming because of it, becoming stronger because of it. This is a card of strength. So this is an indication that you and this person, your relationship, you can build and get stronger in this together, okay? But there has to be healing. There has to be understanding. And there has to be a lesson taken from the past into the present moment so that you can both push past and be together, okay? We do have the King of Swords, the King of Pentacles, and the Empress. Now, male or female, not a gender specific reading. It's all about the energy. I'm going to pull a card on this because the Empress card can be about children. Okay, so it can mean that are two people thinking about staying together because of responsibilities for children? If that's the case, and you feel like the spark is gone in the connection, but you're staying together because of responsibilities, then of course that's going to be very, very difficult. And I'm sure both of you can come to some sort of arrangement. But it can also be that you're thinking about healing this. You're building confidence. You're starting to love yourself again, Capricorn. You're starting to sort of discover what you truly deserve. And if this relationship is not what you deserve and you deserve better, then it's important to remember that. My guides gave me something that was so profound a couple of weeks ago that it still rocks me now, you know, and it's just come up again. And it is, sometimes we deserve more than what we want. Sometimes we deserve more than what we want or what we desire, okay? They actually said want, but it's important to remember that. So sometimes we return to a relationship that is not 100% healthy for us, but it's magnetic. We can't break a cycle and we really want it, but we deserve more. Okay, so it's about you reconciling those things with yourself because only you know your relationship with this person. Okay, the King of Swords represents healing. As you can see, there's a needle and thread there. Thinking before you act. Truth is everything. So you and this person have to have an honest, open conversation and try to heal this. It's not going to be easy, but it can be done. The King of Pentacles represents security, being all invested in the relationship and making better decisions in the connection, knowing that you deserve the best. And of course, the Empress card is about being a better version of yourself, healthier energy, and that you're brimming with potential, and therefore you deserve the best. Okay, now I'm going to pull a card on this to see if there's 3 people in this connection. Because my beautiful Capricorn, if you decide not to go with this person, the Page of Wands represents new energy entering the mix. So you're going to be talking to somebody new if you do not want this person from the past. Okay, so I'm just going to pull a card. I feel like you do have a choice. My beautiful Capricorn, can you please clarify the 2 Kings and the Empress? 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. Now when you get the 7 of Pentacles in reverse, basically it's about you looking at the relationship and seeing what you get out of it. And it's like there's one here that you've really kind of nearly given up on because you feel like it's not rewarding. You've given so much to this connection. It's been so hard, it's been very hard work, but you feel like you're just left there loving this person. It's almost like you're pouring your love into an empty pot at this time. The 2 of Cups, but you still feel this person is your soulmate. Now they're just highlighting to me that it's two people, you and another person. So it's only 2 people, not 3. They want you to be aware of that, okay? So it's like, can I mend this connection? Can it become something solid? The 2 of Cups indicates you and this person need to work together. You have to honest conversation. And if you don't, they're giving me the same energy. If you don't have a breakthrough and you feel like giving up on this, there is new love entering the mix. Okay, so they want you to be aware of that. So 7 of Pentacles in reverse, you've got to ask yourself, can you save this? When you've got it in the reverse, it indicates if you cannot save this, if you and this person cannot find a resolution, know that you will be talking to somebody new. There is another person coming on in. There is a soulmate, okay, just so you're aware. But if you do want to be with this person, you can do that. This person is also a soulmate. You know, we can have many soulmates in a lifetime, and each one teaches us a very valuable lesson. And yours is about overgiving, giving too much, putting a lot of work into a connection to save something, okay? That sometimes, how can I put this? Sometimes we got to take a step back in order to allow the other person to come towards us, to show us, okay? Because if you're always the person stepping forward, my beautiful Capricorn, that person's always going to be the one taking. So just be aware of that, okay? But I feel like you will have a conversation with this person about them being your soulmate. I feel like there's a lot of memories that are going to come out. You're going to remember what you love about each other in the first place. And I feel like you're going to inject the romance back into your relationship. But it needs to be reciprocal, okay? So can it work between you and this person? The answer is yes. Will you reconcile? There's definitely another conversation with this person, and I feel like you will see this person again. But I do feel like it's kind of make or break, okay? Now, I'm going to leave that there for all of you who have wanted to reconnect with your person, because I definitely see two energies here. And now I'm going to get to the Capricorns who do not want someone to return to. They want someone new, okay? So I'm just going to change the energy. One moment, please. Okay, so for those of you who do not want to reconnect with somebody, I feel like you are looking for someone who brings that spark, a level of passion that you've not been able to find for a while, but you are in the energy of healing. And I feel like you are building your confidence. I feel actually you're remembering who you are. That's what I'm getting here. It's almost like you're remembering that you have a beautiful, loving heart, that you have a lot to offer when it comes to love. You give your whole heart and soul. You do not fall in love easy, okay? So it's going to be, you may have found it very difficult to find somebody who sparks with you in the same way, that gives you that level of chemistry that even sort of keeps you interested. Because Capricorn, you've got a lot of interests. You're the sort of person, you got fingers in many pies. You've got an incredible super computer kind of brain where you've always got something on the go. You've always got ideas. You're always moving forward. So you're the sort of person who needs someone who's rolling in the same direction as you. And it's very difficult to find someone who's of that caliber, but at the same time looking to settle down, brings that spark, is basically the real deal. Okay, in a sea full of millions of people, you're looking for that one person, right? So you may have found it's been very difficult, and you may have also thought about giving up looking for love. But the Judgment card is like you're reigniting your energy. It's almost like you've done a lot of self-thinking, a lot of personal growth, and you're on a new journey. You're starting, to purge the past. You're releasing things. You're getting closure on past situations, and you've rekindled your desire to look for love, is what I'm feeling. Now, the Capricorn energy coming from the devil is, it can mean sometimes that you are obsessed about work. I'm not going to lie to you. Please don't shoot the messenger when I get this energy, but that's what's coming through here. Sometimes you can be like really focused on work that you do not, or focus on money. And I'm not saying, I hate those typical assumptions about a Capricorn where it's like, oh yeah, they're always just focused on their ambition, their money. No, you are passionate, feeling, intense souls that are very honest, and you're very blunt. You say what you mean, and you mean what you say. And some people can't handle that. I love that about Capricorns, because you march to the beat of your own drum. You're not a people pleaser, and you're the sort of person that you want on your team because you care. But also you're honest. You know where you stand with a Capricorn, okay? So I feel like sometimes, though, you bury your head in work or in, making yourself secure, for example, and you need to make adjustments in your life. It's almost like I see you coming out of your comfort zone, being a little bit more bold to do things that you've not done before. So if you're always the sort of person who goes to that like coffee store that you like, or you like that bar that you like, or you like hanging out with certain friends that you like, I feel like in the next 4 to 5 weeks you're going to accept now I feel like there's an invitation coming, but I feel more that this is like friends asking you to meet up at a place that you all used to go to. It's almost like a reunion, okay? And I feel like it's not a reunion at a place that you always went to. It feels like maybe the place that you always went to is hired by other people or is busy that night, and you all go somewhere else. And it's a new venue or a new place or something like that. And I feel like you actually meet someone new there. Okay. So anyway, we got the Ten of Pentacles here. You are looking for a secure relationship, and it's interesting. They're giving me this energy of sometimes when we are looking for a secure relationship to settle down with somebody, we meet people who don't tend to be as passionate as those people that are very alluring and magnetic and potentially short-term connections. Okay, so I feel like you may have been like weighing up your options, like, oh, this person's really, you know, exciting to be with, they're wild, and but they don't look like they want to settle down. And then there's another person that's like, yeah, they kind of like want to settle down, but you know, we could go to the same place. It just gets a bit boring. It gets a little bit like routine. So I feel like you're trying to find the spark and you haven't found what you're looking for. Okay, but you're looking for someone, a companion for sure, to settle down with, to have a long-term relationship with. That's the intention. Now, we've got the card of differences in the resistance position. So I feel like there's part of you, even though, you know, we've got two matches there that are burnt out and you're looking for a spark. I actually feel like if someone is exactly the same as you, my beautiful Capricorn, part of you is like, no, I want someone who's a little bit different than me. I want someone who inspires me in a different way, who talks about things I don't know about, that I can learn from. You want someone who like pushes your boundaries as much as you push theirs. I just get this energy of you wanting to step outside of a comfort zone because you feel like if it's the same old energy, it's going to burn out. You're going to lose interest. And Capricorn, you're someone who is very... when it's something you're interested in, you know, you've got a lot of, how can I put this? You can go the distance, but, you know, you have to keep things interesting. Otherwise, you get a little bit bored and you're like, oh, how can I shake up this energy? And as I said, you're always on the move. So you don't want a relationship or a connection with a person that just feels like same old, same old. You're looking for the big love story. I mean, we got the true love card here. You're looking for someone who brings the passion, who has the connection, the soul connection, the soul song, someone who's vulnerable with their heart and their emotions, who opens up, who's honest and open about how they feel, someone you can build great memories with, that you can tell to your grandkids in the future. You know, you want the wild, sort of crazy love story, and you're allowed that. But sometimes, and you deserve that, but sometimes people sort of look at Capricorns like, oh, they just want to focus on their money, their ambition, stuff like that. No, that's not true at all. Okay, you know, whenever I read, you know, a horoscope or something about Capricorns, or, you know, same with Virgos and Taurus, sometimes I give a little like giggle and I go, oh my gosh, they really don't know that person at all. They don't know the undercurrent, the subtext, the wild energy that Capricorn has underneath, that passion, you know. But the thing is, my beautiful Capricorn, you don't show it to everybody. Okay, you're very discerning about the company that you keep and also about the people that you spend your time with. So of course, people are going to sometimes misunderstand you. But I feel with the Death card here, you're making some big lifestyle changes. Okay, the Death card is about you doing something different, because if you always do what you always did, you're always going to get what you always got. If you notice that there is a pattern of people that you gravitate towards normally in love, I feel like you're doing things differently this time. You're responding to things differently. You may be healing from past situations. I mean, it doesn't always have to be that you're healing from a love relationship. It can mean that you're healing from trauma, from childhood. You know, you could have walked a very difficult journey in this lifetime and you're healing. You're awakening to your own power. You're becoming more yourself now than you've ever been. And I actually feel this energy of anything that's been stagnant, because I actually feel like you've been resistant to looking for love. You've almost like taken yourself out of the dating game because you've given up. So I feel like you're re-sparking that energy. You're finding that motivation to get out there again and respond differently. You're releasing old habits or anything that's been hindering your love life. I feel like you're cultivating your love landscape, as it were. And I feel like you're going to meet someone new in a different environment, out of your comfort zone. So the Page of Wands, pages bring news. So you're going to be messaging somebody. Right now it's in this position. So you may be like, Baba, I'm not talking to anybody, right? You may feel a little bit like it's boring to be always thinking about, oh, when am I going to find love? Or put myself on the dating scene, put myself online dating. There's just no one out there. I feel like the passion for looking for love has left you for a little bit, my beautiful Capricorn, but it will resurface, okay? Now, as I touch this card, I'm getting a song, one that was actually in the meditation. Sorry, it's just so loud in this song right now. It's a great song. It's by Queen, okay? right now it's like, you know, when they're chanting really quietly, find me somebody to love, find me somebody to love, and it's just going, it's building and building. I've got true chills, I tell you, I got true chills here. Okay, I have spent all these years believing you, but I just can't get no relief. Uh-oh. Somebody, somebody, somebody. Can anybody find me somebody to love? Okay, so that's what they're giving me, and it's gone, it just stopped. Just completely, normally it kind of fades away, but this time it just stopped dead. So this is a song that came up in the meditation. It's coming up again now. So this is about your longing for love. Maybe you've tried everything you can in the past and you just sort of gave up, because that song, the lyrics is kind of like, I spent all these years believing, but now I can't get any relief or something like that. So maybe it's about you can't believe anymore that love's going to visit you, but there's going to be a spark of something with a new person, and you're going to be very curious about this person. The Page of Wands is someone who comes out of a comfort zone, is adventurous, is willing and excited to start a new journey when it comes to love. And there's going to be a desire between you and a person, and you've got very similar. It's interesting because there's part of you that you don't want someone who's so similar to you, but you've got a lot of similar purposes. So either it's your soul path, you meet this person and they're connected to what you do in life, but they're very different at the same time. So there is a connection between you. For example, you may work in the same industry, or if you're retired, you may have worked in the same industry, or I feel like you've got a common friend, but it's not where you first meet this person. Okay, common friend, and you discover a common friend between you. So for example, I feel like you may be reuniting with friends, and somehow you meet this new person, but you discover that you have a friend in common that's not at the event, or that you didn't know you had in common. Okay, so watch out for that is what I'm seeing. Page of Wands, this person could be strong Sagittarian energy. It doesn't have to be. They could also be, Capricorn energy, as well as a bit of Leo. We've also got some strong Earth coming through here. Seven of Cups. So Seven of Cups is an energy of nostalgia, but it's also an energy of innocent love, a gift sent from the universe. Okay, messages. It's almost like building memories. And I feel it's like a gift being sent to you from the universe. There's a new person coming on in, and I feel though that there is an indication that it could even be like how can I put that? Like, for example, if you get an invitation from a friend saying, hey, Capricorn, we're all reuniting, the class of 05 or whatever is reuniting. Do you want to come along? And you're like, yeah, sure, I'm going to go to this. But then straight afterwards, like the next day, after just receiving the invitation, you could meet somebody new. Because I feel like it's just an indication. I hope that makes sense. So, because I feel like friends are involved in some way, and you actually have a common friend between you. Okay, I don't often get that energy, but I've got this. Now we've got the forgiveness. Now, forgiveness card for you, the energy I've got is number 25. When you reduce it, 2 + 5 is 7, which is the number of the Chariot card, which is to move on from the past. Forgive the past in order to move on, to embrace the new. And we've also got memories. And it's number 29. When you reduce it, 2 + 9 is 11, soul path number. So yes, you can remember the memories, but as you can see, we've got all stars there in the memories, which represents healing. So heal the memories, learn from the past, take the memory. It's almost like take the lesson out of the memory in order to heal and move on. Because I feel like there's someone new coming on in here. We also have trust and security. Trust that the universe has got your back, and there's a secure relationship coming on in here. You've got a desire for long-term security there, longevity, and we've got the security card, which indicates, with the heart in the nest, that you and this person, this new person, I feel like there is going to be a desire to move in with this person. I feel like this is a relationship that will actually end in something very special. I feel like you're being guided to meet this new person. So the moon card, the moon card is all about trusting your intuition, but it can mean that suddenly, out of the blue, there is an option available. Okay, the moon brings sudden emotions to the surface. And we've got the Fool card, which is about taking a leap of faith, coming out of a comfort zone. Okay, remember, the Fool card is also about potential, the beginning of something. So I feel like you're sort of embracing a new adventure, but I feel like you're in search for something different because you haven't found what you're looking for just yet. But I feel like with the wolves there, wolves represent pathway. Okay, normally in the moon card, the wolf and the dog, I was saying this to, the people who want to return to their a past lover. A wolf and a dog normally sits in the moon card, and that represents independence and domesticity and trying to find a healthy medium sort of balance between the two. But because we got two wolves here, it represents a new path, a pathfinder. That's what wolves are. They're pathfinders. So I feel like this is about you reflecting and rediscovering your passion and overcoming any fears, especially if you've been out of the dating game for a while, in order to take a leap of faith and embrace a new journey. Now, of course, it requires strength to overcome a past hurt. So that's about having the courage there. It's reminding you that power comes from within. Okay, power comes from within. And that you can overcome any of the obstacles that you've encountered on the journey of love. The Five of Swords, as you can see, the ghost of the lover in the past. We've got the heart mending, learning from the past, and blossoming because of it. Okay, Five of Swords tends to mean conflict or the unfairness of a situation. It can also be self-sabotage. Sometimes we allow past situations to influence how we operate in love. So even if you don't want a person from the past, the energy can still linger. For example, if someone broke our heart, ripped it out, threw it on the floor, stamped all over it, and used us, that's happened to me in the past, then it can influence how we approach the next relationship. We may be more cautious. We may feel there's trust issues. How can we ever love or trust again? Because we fear that a repetitive cycle may occur. But please remember, my beautiful Capricorn, you're in a different frequency now. Now you're building confidence. You're loving yourself more. You're seeing how attractive you are. You're seeing that you are lovable and that you bring a lot to the table of love. And you are building healthier boundaries, and you're setting yourself up to meet someone new. I feel like there's two energies here. I feel like you're about to attract somebody who's like really stable and invested in a relationship from the very beginning. But I also feel there's someone here that perhaps you may think about from time to time. It may be someone from the past, or it may be someone that it never quite got to the connection stage. But I'm going to pull a card on that because there's three people here. I cannot ignore the fact that there's three. So this indicates that there is going to be an option for a stable relationship, one that is honest, open, but the King of Swords can sometimes represent thinking time, where you need to heal yourself. As you can see, we've got King of Swords there with needle and thread. So if you're healing, allow yourself time to process and learn from the past, but also to build your healthy boundary and have a lot of me time, okay? So it's important. You don't want to just jump on into a relationship right away. King of Pentacles represents security, making better decisions when it comes to love. But also, it's about meeting someone who is going to be invested in the relationship from the very beginning and is reliable. And of course, we've got the Empress energy, which is about there being a new version of you and a lot of potential to meet new suitors. This is about turning heads, being attractive, glowing at this time. Some of you may fear that you're getting older, okay, and that you are finding it difficult to have courage to get out there and meet someone new. I don't care what age you are, my beautiful Capricorn. I don't care if you're 95, 102, or whether you're 19. If your desire is to search for love and you're attracting at that frequency that you deserve love, thoughts become things. You can have what's in your mind in the physical plane, okay? So remember that. I'm just going to pull a card on the King of Swords, the King of Pentacles, and the Empress energy. Knight of Wands in the reverse. You don't want any temporary relationships. You're looking to settle down, okay? You also don't want anyone who is chaotic or impulsive. We've got the Five of Cups. It's in the reverse. Five of Cups is moving on, forgiving past, and hope returning after a period of recovery, okay? So this is about not focusing on all that you lost in the past. Look at what you're set to gain, okay? Five of Cups is actually in the reverse is a beautiful card. We got the Two of Pentacles indicating there is a choice, but balance must be found in your world. If your focus is on career or money, there needs to be an adjustment where you make some time for you, because this is a card of finding the balance between work and play. Okay, you do deserve love, and I feel like actually, yeah, I still feel there's two people here. This is about options. Okay, there's a big ship there and there's a small ship. So I feel like there is a big love story available to you. I feel like that person is Taurus energy. That's the stronger energy I feel, or an earth energy. And this person is true blue, true love. Okay, I also feel like there's someone that you think about. There's a bit of passion there, but you know the one. Okay, I'm going to go one more. Now, the Four of Cups in the reverse is so positive. It means there's a new outlook, a new direction, a new option becomes available to you. In the upright, it means you're closed off to love, or everything, you're completely fed up when it comes to love, so you're not looking at this time. As you can see, this figure is not even looking at the option that the universe is bringing. So in the reverse, it means you're open to love, and the universe is about to deliver a surprise love towards you, and you're open to it. Okay, I'm going to go and get one more. Well, no, they said three more cards. They're actually showing me a fire pit. I mean, it's like the sort of fire pit you'd have like at a barbecue, that when it's getting evening time. There should be a fire pit. I mean, it can mean that there is passion, or it's almost like relighting your fire, perhaps. Because that's what both, oh my God, we got the Two of Pentacles again. That's crazy. I love it. But they show me a fire pit in the water. So either you're going to meet a person and there's a fire pit present at the meeting, or, I mean, it could be that you go to a restaurant on a date with a person, they've got a big old fire pit. It tends to mean hot, passionate energy, magnetic, alluring. So unless you're listening to this reading around a fire pit right now, please take it as it resonates. But I feel it's more that you're relighting your fire, okay? Beautiful. Look at this energy, okay? So we have, the first one, we got the Two of Pentacles. So you do have an option coming on in. We got two options. But also it's a reminder to find that balance, okay? So I'm only picking the uprights from this deck. We have a Wheel of Fortune, which means a fated relationship. Destiny delivers a new person towards you. Pages are new energy. So this is someone coming in who makes an effort. Someone from the very beginning offers up everything that they have to offer. This is someone who is very curious about you, someone who's very stable, someone who is dependable, warm, and, you know, it is divine timing. Now, this person may be a little bit younger than you. Doesn't have to be in age, can be in spirit, it can be in like energy, but I feel like this new person who comes on in, pages bring news, so this person's going to be messaging you back and forth. And I feel like this person, right from the very beginning, offers everything that they have to the connection. They're in it from the very beginning, okay? And I actually feel it's going to be something stable. It's something that is going to be long-term. When you get the Page of Pentacles, it tends to mean something promising, something really promising, okay? Oh, they want two cards. This reading is off the charts crazy. Two energies, I can't believe it. Wolf Pathfinder, of course, that's why we wanted. Okay, so they're giving the same energy, okay? You're going to, there's some sort of reunion or something about, you know, it says community here, people coming together, okay? Also, for those of you who want to work on your relationship with the past person, The bee represents hard work, and you know, the sunflower represents the reward, and the sun, the happiness. But anyway, the first card we got is Wolf Pathfinder. And it says, release your past and start a new journey. You are a teacher and help others find their way. There will be challenges, but your soul is strong. Perseverance is your secret power. You have a love that endures. Okay, so that's important. We've also got B, community. And it says here, you are a powerful creator. Your work blesses everything you touch. Be open to receiving sweetness. You are the queen of abundance. Now, male or female, not a gender-specific reading. It's about the energy. But remember, it says here, be open to receiving sweetness. Because, you know, you work very hard. Okay, they're giving me that song again. Find me somebody to love. And they've given me new lyrics. I work hard. I work hard every day. It goes muffled. It says something down to my bones. Okay. So that song is relevant as well. You may hear that song right before you meet somebody new. Or reconcile, because this reading has been off the charts, like intense. Oh, interesting. Oh, this is so crazy. I love this. Number one, we've got the turtle. Slow and steady wins the race. Building a solid foundation is important, okay? But the turtle shell represents protection. Protecting oneself, guarding one's soft parts. For example, you know, a heart. So I feel like this is about dropping shields, opening up to that level of love that is available to you, okay? And they want me to put this on the Page of Pentacles. We've also got butterfly that connects to the death card, symbolizing change, evolution, spreading your wings, becoming. As I said right in the beginning, it feels like you're more like yourself than you've ever been. Okay, and you may have felt a little bit disconnected for a while. They actually want me to put this on the King of Pentacles. So it can also mean that your money is transforming. And we got two trees. Stability. Okay, we've got two trees there branching out. So planting roots. So two people coming together to secure a relationship. I do feel like you will merge your family tree with this person. Okay, so I feel like there's a long-term relationship coming here. It is about the tree of life, the tree of learning, and it's about, you know, planting healthy foundations in a connection. They want me to put these two on the Wheel of Fortune. A fated, destined relationship. So I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates in that reading for you. It is a one-off type reading. I never, ever merge the two energies. But because it came out that way and my guides knocked to signify they wanted me to do that, that's why I've done it. Okay, so it's a bit of a longer reading for you there, but I will do a timestamp. I hope something resonates. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very, very important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Capricorn. Love and light.